This is Rockruff, one of the cutest Pokemon that might have just scammed over 88 million people. Rockruff was released along with its shiny in Pokemon Go way back in March of 2022. At the time, it could only evolve into midday and midnight form Lycanroc. But recently, the Dusk form was released, an exciting new Pokemon with a surprising release announcement. Starting with this event, some Rockruff that trainers hatch or encounter will be able to evolve into Dusk form Lycanroc instead of midday or midnight form. This meant that only new Rockruff found had the capability of evolving into this brand new Pokemon. The reason why this became such a problem with so many players is because Rockruff is what's known as a premium Pokemon. The only way to acquire one in Pokemon Go is by either catching it in raids or hatching it via eggs, which are the two most expensive methods of hunting in Pokemon Go. And although you can get a Rockruff for free from your free daily raid pass or from your free infinite incubator, the likelihood of getting a shiny one for free is impossibly low. So when players like myself who spent very good money to get the shiny Rockruff in the past were told that it was not able to be used to get this brand new Pokemon, and we'd have to spend even more money going out to find a new shiny one to evolve, they were frustrated. But when you take a look at the main series Pokemon games, this decision sort of makes sense. You see, the first ever Rockruff was released back in the Sun and Moon video games, and at the time, it could only evolve into midday and midnight form. Then once the Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon games were released, so was Dusk form. So if you wanted to get this new Rockruff form, you'd have to buy the new game and evolve to it, since the old game didn't add the new Pokemon, which seems to be the exact way Pokemon Go is treating this situation. Old Rockruff can only evolve into the two forms, new Rockruff can evolve into all three. Makes enough sense, right? It would if the games weren't so different. With the main series Pokemon games, you pay one single payment of around $60 to buy the entire game. This includes everything, all the features, all the Pokemon, all the shinies, all of it, all for $60. But in Pokemon Go, you pay to hunt specific Pokemon, which is especially true in the case of Rockruff, a premium Pokemon only encounterable in premium methods. And from personal experience, I can say it's not hard to dump hundreds of dollars trying to get a shiny Rockruff, which is why many of the 88 million active monthly players were very frustrated with this update, and some even began throwing around the S word, scam. Because if you think about it, how is this release even remotely fair? Paying to hunt this shiny Pokemon again in Pokemon Go is much different than just paying for an entire new game. So maybe this is an elaborate, not so elaborate scam. But today I'm gonna give Niantic the benefit of the doubt for now. I'm gonna head out on the final day of the release event for Dusk form Lycanroc to see how hard and how expensive it is to get a brand new Rockruff that can evolve to Dusk form and to get the shiny. And how we're gonna do this today is, for starters, see how many Rockruff it takes to get one that can evolve to Dusk form. Starting off with the ones that are nearby, we have 56 seconds on that Rockruff right there. Just missed it. No need to fear though, because there are ways, specifically a glitch, that will help us find more Rockruff ones that actually can evolve. Basically, we just open up the Campfire app, and then we zoom out and look at raids on the nearby. We're gonna keep scrolling and scanning until we find, are there no raids? There's this many gyms here in Santa Monica, and there's no raids. What's going on, dude? Oh, I found one. Okay, we got a single Rockruff here. But as you can see, the Rockruff icon is, well, it's on the raid, so you know it's Rockruff. But a way that players were able to actually find guaranteed Dusk form Rockruff, we'll call them, is by looking in Campfire and finding a raid battle that was active, but it only had the placeholder raid image on it. It didn't show an image of the Pokemon. Those Rockruff raids were Rockruff that could evolve into the Dusk form, guaranteed. Something was wrong with the code, and basically, instead of the Rockruff image being there for the raid, it was the placeholder raid image. But they might have actually already patched that for me, so I'm gonna keep looking around and seeing if I could find one. Well, it looks like this glitch was probably patched, which means we gotta do it the hard way. So let's go online and accept as many Rockruff raids as we can get to see how many it takes to get the evolvable Dusk form Rockruff, while super incubating and hatching as many 2-kilometer eggs as we humanly possibly can. Because inside these 2-kilometer eggs, as you can see, there is Rockruff, and it's easy to hatch, but how easy? And we'll also be keeping track of how many Pokecoins it costs us to get this exclusive evolvable Rockruff. Starting actually with this encounter, which is a Rockruff-filled research encounter, and the research quest: win 2 raids. Let's assume one raid was a remote raid pass and one raid was a free raid pass. So, Pokecoin counter on screen begins. First Rockruff is 381 CP, not shiny. Question is, can it evolve? The first one we catch, is it, I thought it was. We now have our first 4 egg hatches, each one done with a super incubator, which will count, boom, towards our Pokecoin count kind of expensively. Oh, God. Okay, we got a Rockruff. We got one. We'll have to see, though, if
2 Rockruff. We'll have to see though which one of the 2 end up being, hopefully one we can evolve. All right, after 3 eggs, Rockruff number 1, can't evolve. Number 2, cannot evolve. 2 more eggs, 2 more super incubators. Egg number 2, okay, no worries, because as you can see, we finished some field research. We've got 3 here, 2 of them are Rockruff, and the field research is hatch 3 eggs. So we already kind of passively did that with our other batches, so these encounters are technically free. Hello, Rockruff. Okay, field research. Next encounter, can't evolve, followed by this one right here, and not shiny, and it also cannot evolve. Crack some more eggs, and maybe find a raid or 2. Wait, watch this. Well, okay. I mean, not really what we're looking for today, but like, we'll savage season this. Only the real OGs know what I'm doing right now. Maybe the guaranteed crit, excellent, no. Hey, this is cool, you know? We'll take a random shiny Bronzor in the wild. Gorgeous. Hopefully, not the only shiny we get today.
Okay, now we've got 6 eggs ready to hatch. And this will hopefully be the last batch we end up hitting. Starting off with a Rockruff. And the next, Smoliv, Tyrogue, and Togepi. Rockruff, okay. What is even that? And there we go. All right, now we'll go in order of how we hatched them so we can see how many encounters. Next, can't evolve. And the next Rockruff we got, dude, this is so rare. Why is this so rare? How do you get this? Is it even in eggs? Also, the event ends today, which means it's already ended for a lot of people, which means I don't know if I'm getting any Rockruff raids unless I find them myself. Oh great, we just spawned a 5-kilometer egg. Okay, that's a super incubator. Now we do have redemption from those eggs though, because by hatching them, we did get another Rockruff encounter for the field research. Please, man. Okay, not shiny. Field research Rockruff, save me from this, please. And bro. Oh, I'm just noticing this now. There's a Rockruff. I'm looking at Campfire. It ends at 313. Right now is 312. We can't even remote raid it. Maybe we get lucky enough and we can see it in the last minute and get the remote raid. It's on the other, it's like right there on the other side of the pier. Dude. Also, I spent a 5K and a 10K. Oh my gosh, finally, we get a remote raid for a Rockruff. This might save us from the egg hatching grind because man, it's not going well. All right, now we gotta pray that this thing has what we're looking for inside. Now, this person might have done the glitch, if it still exists. Also, technically, if you catch the normal Rockruff and you look on your nearby and there's a Rockruff that has a silhouette around it, it should mean that it's the Rockruff that you don't have, aka the one that can evolve. So we'll put +1 on the remote raid pass, which is another 195 coins, and we'll go to catch this, and it's not blue, but yes! Oh, finally, through the remote raids, dude, it can evolve at dusk. IVs, who cares? And that was 9 Rockruff encounters and 2,790 Pokecoins, aka around $28. And that was to just get the normal Rockruff that can evolve. As you can see, I do have a shiny Rockruff here that I actually spent kind of a lot of money raiding for, and hatching, I'm sure. So now we continue the raid and hatch grind to try to get a shiny Rockruff that we can evolve into the shiny Dusk form Lycanroc. This part is where it gets probably pretty expensive. Oh, and we got another Rockruff remote raid invite. Fantastic. And I'm hoping that because it's a remote raid, this is like definitely a Duskruff. We also got 2 win 2 raid checks, so we can get some field research. Back to back, bam! And, oh dude, that cannot evolve into Dusk form. And it's not shiny. Plus side, we've got 5 more eggs to hatch. And from everybody that was tweeting me, it seems like this is where people were getting their shinies. 2 Rockruff, 3 Rockruff, 4, 5. Okay, hatch 2 eggs, also done. And the 2 Rockruff you got, 1 can't evolve. Second one, can't evolve. It is impossible to hatch one that can evolve, eh? But we do have 2 field research here that will definitely have a Rockruff encounter. Let's see if we get lucky. 1. Oh wait, check it. Yes, out of field research, we got a Dusk form one. Nice. Okay, so they exist outside of raids. 2. Give me another one. Ah, dang it. Don't mind me. Just buying some more Pokecoins. Okay, been in Santa Monica for a couple of hours. I'm heading out right now, but the hunt's not over because we still don't have the shiny. We got 3 remote raids and infinite incubators. Like this remote raid right here. We've got 3 more. Well, technically 2 more. All right, now we have 1 goal and 1 goal only, and it is a blue Rockruff. Big reason why this Pokemon, you know, we're using the S word, right? Scam, is because of how insanely expensive the shiny typically is to get, as you're probably gonna see by the end of this video. Oh, look, we did get a Dusk form. Oh, and it's beginning to get dusky. We could evolve this. Hey, look, I'm in a different car. Had to pick up my car from the shop, and in the process hatched eggs because I was on a bicycling to the shop. So maybe we get some lucky here. Bam! Come on! God, Rockruff, please. Also have 2 5-kilometer eggs just to get them out of the way. Bam. And on the nearby
no Rockruff raids. And we've gotten in another raid. Rockruff goes down. That's another remote raid pass in. And we got some win 2 raids. So actually we have some shiny checks there. Dude, please. Oh my god. We're actually getting towards how expensive it is to buy the entire, like, actual Pokemon main series game. But can we at least evolve this one? No. Oh wait, it's nighttime. No. Oh, we can still evolve a Rockruff. We need to do this. First though, we need to do this final remote raid for Rockruff. And the final Rockruff goes down. Win 2 raids, we got that one done too. Please don't leave my fate up to the field research and to the eggs. We evolve it? No. And as for eggs, by the way, I have 2 2-kilometer eggs and everything else was a 5 or a 10K. That's pain. Okay, we're back in the office after a long day of hunting. And again, I'm giving up on the egg grind. We still have technically I think 2.5 hours left of the event. But I have other life work things to do. We have only 2 2-kilometer eggs out of all of these, which is insane. And I've ran out of remote rate passes. So let's look at what the best IV Rockruff is that we can evolve over to Dusk form. Honestly, it's probably this one, and I don't even think it matters because I'm not sure if Dusk form Lycanroc is even a meta-relevant option. But either way, it's something really, really cool, and I definitely want to get it in the decks because we absolutely worked hard for it today. And overall, today, on screen is how much we ended up spending, how many encounters we got with Rockruff, and how many Pokecoins we ended up spending, which should be around 5,170 coins, trying to get not only, obviously, right here, Dusk form Lycanroc, but the shiny Dusk form Lycanroc. 5,170 coins spent, and failed were $51.70. And the cost of a main series Pokemon game, Pokemon Scarlet, $59.99. And who knows how much more money we'd have to spend to find a shiny Rockruff that you could evolve. So, is this brand new Pokemon a ploy, a scam? Let me know what you think down in the comment section below, and let me know if you ended up getting yourself a shiny Midnight form Lycanroc, because I'm jealous. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.